Hey guys, today I'm going to be making homemade pasta. And since it is Sunday, I don't actually have any sauce. So what I'm thinking of doing is possibly making my own pasta sauce as well. But I do not have giant Roma tomatoes, so I might end up making it with like, maybe that's not gonna work. I actually don't have that many tomatoes in general. I have these little like tiny cherry tomatoes, but I think I might make the pasta today and then eat it later, because what you can do is you can make the fresh pasta and then you can dry it out on parchment paper, which I have some right here, and then I can store it for later. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let's get started with the pasta. It's super easy. I found this recipe on Pinterest and I've done it before. But what they initially had me do is like put the flour on the counter, and instead I'm going to put it into a mixing bowl because last time it kind of made a whole mess. So here we go. So I have my mixing bowl and I'm gonna put in 2.5 cups of flour. And what I'm supposed to do is make kind of a little well in the middle, I believe, for me to put the egg yolk in. And then what I do is I kind of beat the yolk together, the eggs together, so that they are all blended before I mix it in with the flour. So it looks good. So now I'm going to add 3 eggs. Okay, so my eggs look like this. I'm going to put a tablespoon of olive oil and a bunch of salt. Now the recipe says to kind of mix the egg yolk all together, or the eggs. Okie dokie, very nice. And now I'm gonna go in with my spatula and start to kind of fold it over. Or just go for it with the mixing. Okay, so now I'm done kneading the dough and I put it into a little ball. I'm just gonna put it into this plastic bag and let it sit for about maybe an hour or so. The recipe says 30 minutes to 2 hours, so I'm thinking maybe an hour might be good enough. Here we go. Mario! Hey guys, I had a ramen noodle dinner break and it's been an hour, so now I'm going to roll out the dough and then slice it up and put it on some parchment paper and let it dry out. What I'm doing is I'm just gonna roll it out as long and as thin as I can, and then I'm just gonna slice it and then wrap it onto little like parchment, wrap it into little like, what you can call it, like balls, you'll see, and then I'll put it on the parchment paper. Good morning guys, it is next day. These are my little noodle bunches. I woke up and I flipped them over and I kind of flipped them all back over again. But they're nice and dry, which is good because then I think I can store them in a container and then slowly use them one by one. What I'm gonna do is I think I might have to get some tomatoes to make some sauce. So maybe I'll go do that today and then we will finish up this video. Alright guys, I am about to make some pasta sauce. I have some crushed tomatoes and some basil. I do not have oregano unfortunately, so it'll just be basil and tomatoes basically, and onions and garlic. And I'm just gonna put it together and then make my pasta. I'm gonna try putting in green onions too. It might be kind of interesting, but we're gonna try it.
les dons, j'ai des... Hoppa, hoppa, hoppa.